I got all this stuff waiting just for you. I just gotta know that your love is true. Can't keep running in and out my life.
FFT want to help you, but let's get the legalities out of the way. Make sure you read the disclaimer so we can get on with the good stuff. So it's after Christmas time and we all want to go on a budget because that's what we do after we've spent a crap load of money. But going on a budget doesn't have to be scary. In fact, I think going on a budget is one of the best things that you could do, not only after Christmas, but at any time of year. And the key is that going on a budget doesn't have to be like going on a diet. You don't have to go off it. You just make it a part of your life, and eventually it just becomes a habit. One of the tips that I think works perfectly for a large family or a partner who eats a lot, in my case, is buying in bulk. And you certainly can't buy in bulk at any supermarket or any fresh food market. So we're going to go out to a bulk super butcher factory where you can buy meat in bulk. And this is perfect for any family of any size, or in my case, when you're feeding a rugby player and every meal includes meat. And another good thing about buying in bulk is that you can offset the number of hours that you spend dragging your man around at the Boxing Day sales by having an afternoon at the super butcher. I mean, what man doesn't love buying in bulk? If you're a first-time bulk buyer, don't be intimidated by the high vis, the massive cuts of meat, or the price for that matter. The fact is that the butcher will portion them out into the number of sizes or portions that you need. So you can take them home, freeze them, and there is enough meat for any family of any size for at least 2 weeks. Or in our case, usually a week. And it's not just steak and big cuts of cow. They've also got chicken, lamb, pork in all sizes, and it's great because it's in bulk and it means it's cheaper. Let's take a look. With part of our weekly shopping. As you can see, we haven't just bought bulk meat. We even went to our local wholesale for our fresh fruit and vegetable for the week. I completely understand that that is not necessarily convenient, but sometimes going to your local supermarket for convenience can cost you quite a lot of money. And that's a decision for you to make, whether you want to save on convenience and time or whether you want to save on money. Over a 12-month period, it'd be really interesting to see what you can save. And trust me, it's in the hundreds of dollars. For every family, for every couple, for every individual, prioritizing your grocery shop will be a lot different. For us, when I'm feeding a big football player, it means a lot of meat. Meat is really expensive, so for other smaller or young families, that might include prioritizing your meat purchases to things like mince and sausages, which are a lot cheaper, but still keeping the protein in your diet. Another big sneaky one that always creeps up on us and definitely adds up are the incidental meals, or as I like to call them, lazy meals. More often than not, a lot of people who work in the city or corporate environment tend to buy their lunch a lot. And if you add that up, that can be upwards of $100 a week, on top of parking and all the other things that you have to pay when you work in the city. I say plan your lunch. If you make extra of the meal night before, take the leftovers for lunch the next day. Also, incidental eating comes up a lot on the weekend. I know we are guilty of it on a Friday night, when after a long week of work, the last thing you want to do is cook. But be mindful that these meals do add up. So having something ready in your freezer or already pre-cooked can not only save you money, but save you time as well. And just when you thought I was finished with all of my tips, I'm not. I've saved some of the best ones till last. The obvious one is not to go shopping hungry. Trust me, I've been there and it can be really nasty. You come home with the most awkward things that don't add up to meals and you've spent all of this money for nothing. Finally, have a budget. A budget for my partner and I will be a lot different to a budget of a small family or with growing teenagers. Work out what that budget is and stick to it every week. That is really important. Yeah, I think that's
it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
For more budget tips, head over to our website at www.fearlessfemaletraders.com.au or to our Instagram and Facebook pages at Fearless Female Traders. Be sure to look out for our industry expert videos coming soon.